It's about to get dirty, girl. According to speculations, Beyonce is finally pursuing a divorce from Jay Z after learning about his eldest child. Beyonce's marriage to Jay Z never seems to offer her a break because it is riddled with tumultuous disagreements. Rymir, as you are all aware, has been unable to confirm his paternity for quite some time. Furthermore, rumors are growing that a judge has finally ruled in his favor. However, it appears like Beyonce won't continue to play stepmother since everyone was shaking when she completed the act. Let us now begin. Following years of back and forth, Rymir Satterthwaite's condition seemed to be improving. According to reports, the court has legally ordered Jay Z to provide a DNA sample in order to resolve this issue. This is nothing new, as everyone who has followed the saga knows, because Rymir has been claiming that Jay Z is his father for more than a decade. And Jay has made every effort to evade the determined paternity. However, this may change soon. People have frequently wondered why Jay Z didn't just take the test and walk away if he was so certain Rymir wasn't his. It would only have taken a few seconds. However, there were allegations that Beyonce may have influenced his reluctance. Rumor has it that she didn't want any surprises to detract from the flawlessly manicured image she had painted for their family. Think about this. Their public image has been tarnished sufficiently by the infamous elevator brawl, cheating rumors, and the lemonade era. Adding a secret-grown son might completely destroy the Carter brand. The worst-case scenario for Bey may now become a reality as the court allegedly presses Jay to cooperate. And all they've fought so hard for may be undone if the paternity test is revealed online. To be honest, reports believe that she is primarily feeling this way because she is privately concerned. It's the potential of Rhyme snatching Jay Z's billions. As you are all aware, since Rhy came forward, some people have mocked him online, stating that he is merely trying to capitalize on Jay Z's notoriety or get some celebrity. It's easy to see how fans may infer he was seeking Jay Z's money. Jay Z's $2.6 billion net wealth is more than enough to justify claiming him as their father. Rymir, on the other hand, has stated that he is not interested in Jay Z's riches, has absolutely no desire to smell. Everyone is staring at me and saying, "I'm chasing Jay Z," he told me. "I am looking for funds. My objective is to get fame. Money was never an issue for me. All I wanted to know was who my father was. I covered the cost myself. I worked 2 different jobs. I handle all of my own affairs. All I wanted was to be treated fairly by the courts and to find closure. As if everyone else entered and was treated with dignity and a fair trial. Why didn't I get it? What triggered my dismissal?" But wait, things get a little messy. According to some, Jay Z has been evading the DNA test for reasons unrelated to money or power. Jay is said to have gotten Rymir's mother, Wanda, pregnant when she was still a minor. If that's the case, this is far worse than A's extended battle could be the result of a simple paternity issue. Let's be honest, with everything going on right now, this could quickly escalate. As we all know, Diddy has just been through a hard patch, and Jay Z was sued last year for allegedly hurting a child. Imagine the chaos if the DNA test reveals that he fathered a child with someone who was underage at the time. However, this is when things begin to change radically. Rhy's guardian, Lily, stated that Jay Z's gang was initially agreeable to Rhy forming a relationship with Rymir. Everything changed after they allegedly identified the age problem. His team reportedly shut down the entire operation as soon as the revelations were made public. According to Lily, Wanda may have convinced Sean she was older when they first met. Despite the reality that she was only 16, she got pregnant but didn't know how to contact him. She went on, "His in-house attorney called me, and they were quite helpful. We agreed to handle things quietly. They also discussed Rymir's musical skills and if it would be appropriate to sign him to his record label. But I declined because he needed to graduate high school." More attorneys became involved and their perspectives shifted substantially. Given Wanda's stated underage status, I believe they viewed Sean as a larger risk. Following the interview, Rymir's condition slowly deteriorated. He refused to give up, blaming everything on Beyonce and Jay Z. Rymir and his guardian, Lily, both accused Jay Z's legal team of dishonesty, alleging that they attempted to discredit the case by bribing Rhymes' lawyers. They interpreted it as a desperate attempt to conceal the truth and preserve the Carters' reputation. According to rumors, Lily sued its own counsel for collusion. To avoid the test, they collaborated with a rapper's legal team. According to her, they surreptitiously collaborated with Jay Z's lawyers, producing procedural issues that led to the case being rejected in Philadelphia courts.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion. Who knows what it's for? Money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong.
Given their track record throughout the years, it's not surprising that Jay Z and Beyonce would do such things. To be honest, that appears totally consistent with their technique. Rymir, on the other hand, was determined not to give up. He was not going to let his experiences break him. Despite Jay Z's questionable legal team's actions, Rymir stayed in place. He filed a lawsuit to unseal documents in 2012, and took the issue all the way to the Supreme Court. He maintained that keeping those records private precluded him from receiving fair justice. However, the Supreme Court shut it down, stating that they lacked the authority to unseal trial court records or reverse appellate court decisions. Rymir did not stop there either. In the hopes of receiving a different result, he persisted and filed a second motion with the appellate division. However, this request was rejected once more. The controversy didn't end there, as Jay Z and Beyonce insulted him and said he was attempting to influence their music. I think they were saying Billie Jean in his prime for the 1000th time. The kid ain't mine. On the internet, people refer to me as Dad. You shouldn't take this dad thing too seriously. Just kidding. It is too well known. We are not even very well known. That is all good with me. Both fingers are chucked. Every single day I am sued. I do not dress formally for court. Isn't the media covering everything you do? Has advantages too, doesn't? It ninjas wash up still playing music like 55. Where the F*** are you? Rymir replied with his own tune. You must revert to your previous self. In traditional terms, he is a mature guy. In a subsequent interview, he explained the motivation behind the song, saying, "This isn't me being petty or seeking to start a quarrel or anything. I want to share my music with the world to show that, regardless of what others say, I'm still going strong, Jay Z. I'm coming for your music industry." Wouldn't it be easier to simply take the test if he kept saying he wasn't my father? It is no longer only a paternity test. More to it than that. Furthermore, his representative stated that Ree should use his music to express his emotions if Jay Z has made them public and they have hurt us. I completely agree. Jay Z claims to have repeatedly denied being Ree's father. He never spoke with Ree or his family, so I'm not sure who to ask. Why is he avoiding capture? Things started to crumble when Ree and Lily started blaming Beyonce. They believe she actively participated in maintaining silence and may have attempted to influence what occurred behind the scenes. Lily and Rymir thought that Beyonce was using her power to protect the Carters' reputation and prevent the truth from being revealed. They believe she was similarly committed to concealing paternity, the same way Jay Z is. Furthermore, they claim to have been the target of years of intimidation attempts. Ree claimed to have been present during his civil case against Jay Z. Dr. Lily believes Beyonce had a major role in pushing Jay Z to acknowledge Ree and reach an agreement. It's possible that Jay Z and Beyonce made crude comments to Ree in their songs. They also stated that Beyonce had made serious threats against them, which prompted them to question Liz Crokin. The goal was to recount their tale and film everything, in case they got wounded.
The Beyonce thing came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp, and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay, about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away, little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there.
Lily further stated that, according to various insiders, Beyonce was the one who persuaded Jay Z to skip the exam.
But people were saying that she's a big part of the problem for him, and some of the things that she was doing, a woman would not, she would have some sort of role in what her husband does. And if she was secure with herself and with the situation, not saying you gotta like it, she would help her husband.
Beyonce appears to have been more involved in this situation than previously imagined. Let's just say Beyonce has had enough of white support now that the courts have ordered Jay Z's DNA sample. She has never agreed to play stepmother and has no intention of doing so now. According to speculation, if she files for divorce, she will inherit a portion of his wealth. The test results are now available, have not yet been made public, and it is uncertain whether they are finished. Given the rumors that Beyonce is freaking out and planning to divorce Jay Z, I predict the paternity test will be positive. This situation will devolve into far greater chaos. Please express your thoughts on this drama in the meanwhile, and then watch the video below.